Hi, in this video, I would like to show a test talking head video shot with the Photo Gear DOF adapter attached to a Samsung S22 Ultra. I used three lenses, a 35mm, a 55mm and an 85mm lens, as these are the lenses that I have. One can use other lenses provided that there is sufficient studio space and what amount of the background one wants to show. I use the suitable lens adapter to attach these lenses to the PhotoGear DOF adapter, which has a Sony E or NX mount. I had talked about these lenses and lens adapters in a previous video, which you can see linked up here. The reason I use these lenses depended on the size of my studio room, which is 12 feet by 10 feet. The plane of the DOF adapter is situated 1 feet away from the wall in front of me. The separation between me and the plane of the adapter varied from 3 to 5 feet. I came closer, about 3 feet, to the smartphone with the 35mm lens attached, while I backed off to 5 feet with the 85mm lens. I stayed at 4 feet with the 55mm lens to get the appropriate framing. The distance between me and the back wall is about 5 to 6 feet. I'll take you to the video to show the effect of the lens choices on the size of the subject, me, and the width of the background. I recorded all samples in 4K in Filmic Legacy app. I'll begin with the main lens of the S22 Ultra with a normal zoom or 1x zoom, with me sitting at about 3 feet from the plane of the camera. I have zoomed in sufficiently to a similar degree that I got with my other DSLR lenses to give you a fair idea. This is the first video with the main camera of the S22 Ultra shot with the Filmic Legacy app. This is being shot in 4K and white balance has been set. Next, I have recorded this sample with the portrait video mode of the native camera app to show what amount of background blur that one can get with just the phone itself, that is the S22 Ultra. I have made a video on how you can get excellent background blur with the portrait video mode of the native camera app in the Samsung phones. I am recording this sample with the native camera app of the Samsung S22 Ultra in the portrait video mode. The camera is situated at exactly the same distance as in the previous case, and you can see that there is some background blur behind me. This is an artificial background blur in which the camera actually casts a mask around my face and blurs out the background. We will compare this background blur with the genuine background blur which one can get with the DOF adapter. The next sample is with the Canon 18 to 55mm lens. I chose the 35mm focal length. Aperture was f3.5. You can see a lot of the background. This sample has been recorded with a 55mm Nikkor lens at f1.2. The last lens is a 85mm lens. The angle subtended by an 85mm lens is considerably less. So if you want just your profile to be seen in the video, and if you don't care much about the background, that is, if you want to show more, if you want to talk about more substance, with the 85mm lens you have to back off from the DOF adapter for the size of my room to get sufficient framing.
Final conclusions. Workhorse lens is 55mm, good shallow depth of field.
To know in advance what kind of image you will be getting with the DOF adapter, there are apps available. One can feed in the exact sensor size and the focal length to get the correct angle of view. Remember that while using a DOF adapter, you will be most commonly using a lens adapter, which acts like an extension tube. The result is a slightly zoomed in image than a case without a lens adapter. For instance, the PhotoGear DOF adapter has got a Sony E mount and a 17mm thread. So you may have to use other lens adapters like a Viltrox or a Photodiox adapter to attach Nikon or Canon lenses to the PhotoGear DOF adapter. These lens adapters, the Viltrox and the Photodiox, act like lens extension tubes and there will be a little bit of a zoom. So you have to factor this also when calculating in advance what kind of image you will be getting. It is possible to get it. Let me know which lenses and adapters you are using with your DOF adapter. I am using the PhotoGear DOF adapter. If you are using others, let me know in the comment section below. Share this video with others who may be interested. If you would like to see more videos like this, then I suggest that you subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.